by default, people who are on the attachment side of the spectrum, okay, they are the emotional people, and it is these people who are also in many ways demanding, okay. And then by default, because you are demanding, you also tend to sort of impose yourself in the relationship, you know. So when one of the biggest issues in the realm of relationships comes from this area of imposing, okay. What is a basic imposition? An imposition is always an imposition of belief system, you know. So if I believe something to be true, and if the other person doesn't believe for that to be true, and if I am imposing my belief on the other person, that's what creates from the attached side, you can say, the attachment side of the spectrum, that's what creates all types of conflicts, misunderstandings, misattunements, you know. Even if it is not voiced out, there is a definite misattunement there. So what the attached person has to do is very simple for both the people, attached and detached. They just have to try and become like the other person, like the person who is in front of them, okay. So the simple rule is you just have to adopt the style of the person who is in front of you, okay. So the person who is detached typically is the catalyst, is the one who is making room, you know. What does a catalyst do in a chemical reaction? What is a catalyst? Who wants to type it in the chat box? What are the two primary characteristics of a, yes, all of you science graduates and chemical engineers out there, it accelerates the reaction, okay, and but then how? What is correct. So one engineer has replied that without taking part, okay. A catalyst does not participate in the equation, but at the same time it makes the equation, or it makes the compound, or it makes the reaction possible, okay. So it is the similar to the difference between teaching and facilitating, right? It is similar is the difference between coach and a teacher also, you know. So one is a passive process or a semi-passive process, and another is a superactive process, you know. So how exactly does the attached side, the imposer, you know, what does the imposer actually have to do? The imposer has to just remember that becoming a part of the equation is what causes conflict. Any point of time, as long as I am saying that this is the true thing to do, this is the way it should happen, this is Sanatan Satya, you know, this is the eternal truth, honesty is definitely the right policy, khatam. Not true. In the relational domain, not true, okay. Even for that matter, even a friend of mine was sharing with me that you know, one entrepreneur, he is an employee, and one entrepreneur told him the biggest difference between you and us is that if you put together all the direct and indirect taxes, you guys are paying away 65% of what you make, okay, and we don't even pay 6.5% of what we make, you know. So what I am trying to tell is that if the government's policies themselves are skewed, then does honesty really remain? You know, it is a very subjective and a questionable thing, that paying 65% and feeling honest could just be stupidity, you know. I am being recorded and sharing this, you know. So not so much of a problem now, but I often think someday if I become a celebrity of sorts, you know, these recordings are going to put me in danger. So But then you think about this, okay, all these value systems are highly questionable. So whatever value system that you have is what gets you to impose. There's nothing else. We impose people only through value systems. Ki early to rise, early to bed, early to rise. A value system. There's no, it's not a truth actually. The sun people are different, the moon people are different, half sun, half moon people are different. So some people will work far better, their lives will be far better if they go to bed late, as long as they are finishing off their quota. There's no one size fits all solution. So early to bed, early to rise, just a belief system. So in what context you are holding your belief system, that's what will decide whether you are an imposer or you are a catalyst. A catalyst is a person who says, I have no belief system of my own, and even if I have, it is just a rule I have for myself and just to have some basic guidelines, but it's all for myself. A catalyst is like Mahavir, I would like to say. The supreme philosophy, the greatest aspect of Lord Mahavir is the simple statement, live and let live. As simple as live and let live. Even if you master this, live and let live, 50% of, if you are on the attached side of the spectrum, 50% of your problems are solved. And it's just, basically it's such a small aphorism, just live and let live, that's it. Who are you to break your head in somebody else's priorities and in एक मशाल लेके निकलना और तुम्हें भी बदल दूंगा और दुनिया को बदल दूंगा और पूरे घर को बदल दूंगा और इसी में तुम्हारा भला निहित है. That doesn't work that way. Till date I curse my parents very vocally for some decisions they took for me, assuming that they were for my good. They have backfired much more than all the non-decisions. So the error of commission is often higher than the error of omission. Had they forgotten to decide, it would have been okay. But because they decided, keeping my good in mind, they ended up screwing that very good. There is a saying which says that the road to hell is paved with good intentions. And all these intentions stem from nowhere but your own personal belief systems. And this is the mistake which all imposers make. Believe in their own belief systems, in their own eternal truths, and get